Hey Wonder Friends, today we are going to draw two chocolate kisses that are in love. Ah, right now.
Here we go! Wonder Friends, Wonder Friends, it's time for Wonder Friends Show! Yeah!
Alright, Wonder Friends, today we're going to draw two chocolate kisses that are totally in love with each other. Before we get started, I want to remind you of two things. Number one, you are going to draw different than me. You are going to draw just like you. That's what makes this good. Number two, we are going to go fast. I'm going to go fast. You may say, wow, that guy's going fast, or you might feel like you made a mistake. That's okay. Just get a new piece of paper, start over, pause the video, whatever you need to do. We're here for you. We aren't going anywhere. So we're going to start with our page sideways, just like this. Now this time we're going to do, instead of a traditional drawing video, we're going to tell an illustration. So what we're going to do is we are going to tell a story with pictures. That's what illustrators do, and that's what I do for my job too. So what we're going to do on this left-hand side is we're going to start with the first little chocolate kiss that's going to come down just like this. Now remember, they do not have to be perfect, all right? And we're going to draw another one just like this, and when we end down there, we are going to bring them across just like that. Kind of the rough shape of them. I know it's a little bit different than the actual chocolate kisses, but you get the idea. They don't have to be exactly the same. I'm going to show you on this one that this one is a little different, which is completely fine. We're not a machine. We make things that are different from each one, and that is completely fine. Now between the two of them, I want to draw a rectangle. That'll come back into play in just a second. You'll see why. And then I'm going to draw from this one, I'm going to draw a little line that comes over just like this. You may be asking yourself, what does this have to do with anything? And I will show you. Just hang with me. We're going to draw one line out just like that right there. And then I want you just to draw a line down on this one. Let's just put a little dot there, and let's throw some little stick fingers on there. We're going to draw the number 11 out of the bottom of this one. We're going to put some shoes on it. Shoes are little scribbles like that. If you want to put some actual shoes on it, feel free. You can have some fun with that if you'd like to change it up a little bit. Now for this one here, what we're going to do is we're going to draw the number 11 underneath that one and put some feet on this as well. And then I'm going to draw like a 7 that's on its side. And we're going to draw another 7 that's on its other side. And there's a kind of coming together, as you can see. And on each one of those, I'm going to put a little dot just like that. Now for the face features, it's going to be very simple. We're going to use some zeros. And we're going to draw one 0 this way and another 0 this way. And we're going to do the same thing on this one, just 2 zeros. Now, we want them to be looking at each other, so we got to make sure that the parts of our eyes that we see with, right, are pointed towards each other. And we can do that very simple by just putting 2 little dots there. If you start with little dots and you want to make them bigger, it's much easier than it is to make big, huge dots and then try to make them smaller. You can't do that, especially if you're using a marker. So if you start smaller and you want to make them bigger, that's a great way to do that. Now, if they are in love with each other, one of the things we can do is we can put a little heart on here. Maybe this one is giving that one a little bit of a Valentine. And then this one could be surprised. And these little lines like that show that expression of, what? Oh, that for me? That's so nice. All right. Now, facial expressions, what we want to do is we want to think about when we're making an illustration in a story we're trying to tell. If we know that we're building a happy kind of story, we kind of want the facial expressions to show happiness, right? So on this guy, we can totally do like a little smiley face, right? And if we put our eyebrows up, you know, that's showing the expression of this character is happy, right? To give this one. Now, you can do a couple things here. I'm going to leave this one up to you. You can say the look of surprise, right? If this person this character isn't expecting this little gift, it could be a look of surprise, or it could be a look of happy. I want you to figure out which one you would like to do. I'm going to say let's do surprise on mine since we already did happy, just to kind of show you how we can change those expressions up a little bit. Surprise would be maybe just like a little, ooh, what? Ooh. You know, think about yourself, like, what? You know, kind of thing, right? And then for eyebrows, The eyebrows are going to be a little bit different on surprise. They're up, right? If you think about, in a great way, if you ever want to learn how the expressions work, stand in front of a mirror and do a surprise look on your face and watch what your eyebrows do, watch what your mouth does, all those things. It's a great way. But we can kind of do like a little, ooh, if I draw them just up, that just gives that it continues that outer surprise kind of thing. And we can totally do that. But if you want, you can even put like little hearts floating around this character, stuff like that. I can put some little line marks right there that kind of show that there's a ground to it. Now I know that it doesn't look like much now, but once we color this, you'll really be able to tell that it's a chocolates and stuff like that. You can really color and change it and do all those good things like that. Once you get those little deals in there, you can put a little scribbly, like he wrote a nice little message to this character. Whatever you need to do to convey this heartfelt two chocolates falling in love. And if you want to color just like me, hangs tight at the end of this video where you can pause it and you'll see how I finish coloring this. You can pause the video and color just like me if you want. Otherwise, you can color any way that you would like to do, or maybe you want to start the video over and change up the way these characters are interacting all along to begin with. So the last thing you need to do is you need to sign your name on it so everyone knows who made this awesome piece of art. Hey guys, did you enjoy drawing those chocolate kisses that are in love? Did you change it up at all? Like, did you change maybe what the character was holding? I know that I said that they had to be in love, but maybe they don't. Maybe you want to tell a different story with your illustration. This is the cool part, is once you learn how to do one type of storytelling, you can figure out another way to tell it, right? You could change it up. Maybe you change it to a different kind of story that these two chocolate characters are doing. That's the beauty of all this whole thing that we do with Wonder Friends, is we just give you kind of the spark and let you take it from there. I hope this encourages you to try to do something different with your drawings, have a little fun while you're doing it. Speaking of fun, make sure you check out the next video that's coming up that will guarantee to show you that maybe there's something you think you can't draw right now, but with a little bit of help and a little bit of direction, you will learn how to master it.
Hey Wonder Friends, I would love to see the art you create and feature it on one of my videos. With the help of an adult, take a photo of your finished art and post it on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Don't forget to tag me so I can find it. Hey, are you looking for a signed copy of one of my books? Check out my website, wondervillestudios.com, for books, t-shirts, mugs, and more. I also do loads of school visits and would love to hear from you about scheduling a visit. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other fun drawing lessons. Until I see you, be the weird you want to see in the world. See ya!